So I am joined now by Tichaona and Jaleel, and you're both from Bring It On the Sunshine. And this is the 11th year for your event. This year will be the first that you've run it virtually. So, like many other organizations, you're forced to reinvent yourself and figure out a way to put on a very, a highly attended and successful event. And spin that into a virtual experience. I'd love to hear, first of all, what drew you to Bring On the Sunshine from both of you, and what your roles are specifically with the organization.
I was right at the beginning of Bring On the Sunshine. So it came together as a need to have a showcase for especially African culture in the region, Waterloo region. And it was a group of initially a few Zimbabweans who came together and decided, we wanted to celebrate. The winter was rather long and we needed a break in between where we could have a little fun because Africa, we love dancing, we love coming together and the communing, and the length of time that is taken since we last have a festival or just had a get together to the time when we next have one was not that long. And the region was crying out for something that needed to happen. And lo and behold, Family Day happened to fall right smack dead in the perfect spot and Bring On the Sunshine came to be.
I've joined Bring On Sunshine more recently. Only last year was my first year. My mom is friends with one of the head people at Bring On the Sunshine, Jackie, and it's been really amazing experience because I get to be a part of sharing African culture with other people, but at the same time, I myself get to see my culture represented, and also I've gained a lot of experience through Bring On the Sunshine too.
How long have you been with Bring On the Sunshine? I know that your specific role is as an education assistant, and what drew you to that role?
It's my first year doing things with the education system. Last year is my first year actually helping organize Bring On Sunshine. I think what drew me to that role is I am a youth, and the education system works with youth. So I think that I was probably one of the best people for the job because I can connect most with youth in education system, and also when we if if youth see someone like a young person uh, talking about talking about African culture and things like that, it'll resonate more with them than if an adult would say it.
Hmm.
So I think that's what drew me to the role, and also because I want to help educate youth because they're youth are the future. So yeah.
So describe to me what the role of education assistant means. What is it that you do with the organization?
Well, we haven't done it yet, but we because of COVID regulations, but we are planning to record videos for for different schools to share them with schools, and the videos will just like real conversations between us about African history, Black history, African culture, issues surrounding all of that. That's what we're going to be doing.
So, as far as Bring On the Sunshine, the meaning behind it and the reason it was created was to share with Waterloo region and beyond what the cultural experience is like for you. And the goal was to bring anyone and everyone in to these events. And I know that the first year that it was launched, you had 750 people show up, which you were, elated to see so many people interested in this organization and in this event. Tell me about how your goals have kind of evolved over the last 11 years, and then what it was like to have to try to face a pandemic and want to continue with this messaging because it's very important.
The first year that I like you mentioned, we would have been super elated if we had got there 100 people, and so we got 7 times the amount of people that we were expecting. And I think if anything, that gave us such a huge shot in the arm to keep going, to know there is an absolute need for what we were bringing to the region at that moment. So every year after that, we have been growing more and more and more. So the coming of the pandemic, it kind of really put a huge break to the live event that we love so much and that the region has come to expect and love. So this year, going fully virtual, it was not even a consideration to not have Bring On the Sunshine. So it was literally, how do we adapt and adopt the new technologies that we needed for us to be able to broadcast Bring On the Sunshine and still bring it to the region, which loves it so much, and we love putting it on as well. So it's been very challenging. Firstly, trying to find the correct platform, and then getting around to finding a platform. And then, as you know, most of these things are expensive in being able to run it. And we're very grateful to having the city of Kitchener supporting us 100% and helping us in having a platform that we could then use and open up to the region for people to come and join us and still enjoy Bring On the Sunshine. So kudos to the mayor of Kitchener and his crew for coming through for us. And we have also had lots of support from the community, from volunteers, for people coming in and saying and offering what expertise they may have, the equipment they may have. You know, with the lockdown, we need so much to still happen virtually. So we have reached out to many partners who have stepped in and they've given us assistance where we have requested for it. So we are looking forward to having an amazing event still this year. And we are expecting that people will be up on their feet and dancing to the music, as always, when it is playing. Although you're doing it safely at home, but we're still looking forward to beaming into the homes and bringing the happiness and the energy that we always bring when we Bring On the Sunshine is live at City Hall in Kitchener.
So the event is happening February 14th and 15th. On the Sunday, it's from 3 to 6, and on the Monday, it's from 12 until 4. Should we expect to attend both dates, or do we pick one or the other? And I want to mention as well that it's a free event, so anyone can come and join.
Yes, it's absolutely free. I'll repeat that. It's just like we do it at City Hall, completely free. So it is still in the same vein that we want to share this beauty. And yes, 14 and 15, we would love for you to come both days. We split it into two so that you would not get screen fatigue and have whole day just sitting in front of a screen, of which Bring On the Sunshine is about movement and happiness, and we didn't want to encourage sedentary, so to speak. So we split it into 2 days. The first day is 3 hours. We'll have stage work, we'll have vendors, we'll have workshops that are going on, and also we have live events that you can participate. The same thing will happen on Sunday from 12 to 4. And we will have just an amazing curation of stuff that you really have come to expect from us. And don't drop those expectations. Come expecting fun, and I guarantee you will have some.
Perfect way to spend your family day weekend.
Absolutely.
Tell me about in previous festivals, what some of the highlights were for both of you. What are some of the moments that you enjoyed the most, and you're thrilled that you can continue to offer that in a virtual experience?
For me, one of them is seeing the variety of the vendors there and all the different things that they have to offer and all people's different talents and how they put them to use, and also all the different performers. And I think that was really exciting too. It was really great to see people sharing, like, with singing or drumming, things to do with music or dance, and that was really cool. And also the fashion show was cool. I was a part of it last year, and it was cool to see a different side of fashion from African culture that we don't usually see.
What's amazing for me is that, every year we get super stressed before it comes. And then after it's done, we're smiling from ear to ear because then we're getting all the feedback coming back saying we absolutely enjoyed ourselves, and this year was even bigger than the year before. And the numbers do say so too. Every year it grows more and more. And to me, that's amazing that for 11 years straight, we've been growing. There's no one time where we just been going from strength to strength. And that is testament to the people in Waterloo region who are supporting this and embracing it and loving the culture that we're bringing into the area. Because the culture that is coming from Africa is getting blended with the culture that already exists in Waterloo region. And we're creating something beautiful, something new. And the community is embracing it. And to me, that's what it just keeps bringing on the sunshine, getting better and better.
And this year you're offering a host of speakers as well, and more important than ever now, we can tune in from our homes and listen and learn. Is there someone you're looking forward to hearing from the most?
I don't have a specific one. I think I'm excited to hear all the different speakers, and I'm excited to hear all the different and see all the different events, and I'm excited for everyone else to see them too.
I'm excited for the topics that are going to be addressed. I'm excited for the series that Bring On the Sunshine has been putting up and will continue after this month, Black History Month, which is Black history is African history, is world history. And it's exciting in that having those discussions that are connecting the history and the migration of Black people from Africa to the American continent and to the rest of the world, and how it all binds together into what is Canadian history, what is world history, and how now it's about giving back, or rather giving the recognition to the history that has been kind of lost and forgotten, and how it places itself within the world history and context. And that's exciting for me because the speakers that will be talking are very well versed and excited about this topic, and being able to share it and allow a different kind of conversation going forward.
You say we do not exist alone, we need each other to be human. What do you mean by that?
I'm from Southern Africa, Zimbabwe to be specific. And we have a principle of Ubuntu. That's how we live our life. Is I am because you are. I cannot see myself as a human unless I see another human who recognizes me as a human. That's Ubuntu. So if I do that, if I can recognize the humanity in the next person, then I cannot then find means and ways to destroy that person. So that recognition of humanity is recognition of self. So Ubuntu is that care. It is an obligation. It's just a natural being that I care for my brother and my brother cares for me. So to have that spread around the world and that togetherness, that brotherliness, that kind of love shared across, then it kind of changes again what we talk about and how we talk about it and how we perceive each other and what kind of world we end up living in. And Ubuntu is very central to how we live.
Bring On the Sunshine hosts many events throughout the year. Will you be able to continue to do this? And are you ever looking for mentors and volunteers to help with that?
Very much so. We do programming throughout the year. We go into schools. That's the education piece that Jalil is also a part of. And we go into schools and we have these discussions in all different forms. And they are all age relevant. And we make sure that the language that is being used is appropriate to who we are talking to. And we tailor it to every situation that we are in, because we understand that African history is very wide and diverse. It's not one thing. So in how we're going to present it is going to be many different forms that fit well with the audience that we are having at that moment. So throughout the year, we do that. We go into schools, we go into communities, we go into corporates and the government agencies to talk about the history that connects us all. So that's throughout the year, we do that. And we put youth front and center of what we're doing, but it's about mentorship. It's about what we have as the old folk of Bring On the Sunshine. We can pass it on to the young, vibrant folk like Jalil who are coming up to take it up so they can spread the same message. Jalil?
Yeah, yes, I think I agree with everything you said. And we also run a camp called Africa Camp during the summer. And I've attended that and I attended when I was younger. And then as I got older, I became a leader in Africa Camp. And yeah, it was my one of my favorite camps as a kid because it was the only space I got to be in where I saw other black children or racialized kids and African families and kids, and it was really just a space where I could see myself represented, and it was really fun. We played amazing really fun games, and yeah, it's just give trying to give the kids the best time possible.
How can we, as viewers of this segment or as visitors to your festival, how can we help support Bring On the Sunshine so that you can continue to provide these much needed programs in the community?
I think one thing is come to the festival. I think that's a big thing because come to the festival, you'll that's really one of the biggest ways you can support us because we put a lot of effort into trying to make the best possible experience for you guys, and yeah, you'll also get to learn a lot from the festival too. So we really encourage you to come, and also stay tuned for our other events throughout the year, not just the festival too.
Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much to both of you for joining me today. I really appreciate your time. If you want to join the festival, you can head to bringthesunshine.ca. And again, that's February 14th and 15th, Sunday from 3 to 6 p.m. and Monday from 12 to 4. Was there anything else that you wanted to add?
I'd like to say again, thank you already to the region for the past 10 years of support, and we're looking forward to many more years of support. And besides coming to the festival, which you have done so well over the years, enjoy it. You know what we always say in Africa, it's about smile. We have no rush. The sun is always out. It's always there. So have fun, enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. That's the biggest thing you can do for us. Open up, be happy. And when you have a moment to, maybe you can spare a few thoughts in helping us with a donation here and there, or we're speaking to our representatives so they make more of this free stuff available to everyone. Then we can have this kind of setup happening all the time. Free is always good, as long as we're getting support.
I want to make sure that we say as well, you mentioned vendors. There's an opportunity to shop during this event as well and support local organizations.
Yes, yes, yes. Very, very true. Please come in, jump on to hop in. Again, it's free, and you get to support the vendors. They're all local, and we know how much we need to be tying in together right now because of the pandemic. So any little help that the vendors can get will be super, super, super appreciated. So jump in, come in, join us, and let's have fun. And don't hesitate to give us a comment on the live. It says something. Make us know you are there. Throw in a question. Participate like you would just when you come to City Hall, because you always do.
And we'll be back next year, right? In person.
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. And we promise, the minute we are able to do it live, we're going to make it so big that I don't think we'll even be able to fit in City Hall. We're going to do it outside.
Make up for lost time.
Yes, make up for lost time.
Jaleel, was there anything else you wanted to add before we wrap up?
We hope to see you there at the festival.